Lemmy can carry that.
No, Lemmy cannot carry that. Nor can Donovan, nor can Midwick. I think Ukher and Altagar are the guys.
The mules.
Yep.
We're tossing it around right now.
So you teleport back to Dvergholm. You arrive with the dragon corpse in the teleportation area, basically knocking things over.
Dragging it from the head out the wall.
I think they've rebuilt the place, but they haven't considered it a tavern anymore. I don't think the gambling is going on down in the pile of stones.
Are you kidding? Every time we leave, they can bet on what we're coming back with that's dead.
Yeah, it is guarded by some of the better armed dwarven warriors who salute when they see you come back.
We should not take this here. This needs to go to... It's like, no, we have to go to Human City.
All right, Ukher, I'll take you, and then we'll just come back, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Ukher doesn't want to have... Sense motive DC not very high. He doesn't want to have the dragon bodies... Like, he doesn't want to have Anger Bodki coming anywhere near the other heroes who may or may not like her breathing.
True. Dvergholm is also close to the lake, right? It's just down a cliff, and that's where she lives.
Yeah.
Right. This is true.
Yeah. So
where are you taking the body?
we grade or teleport.
We were supposed to bring the bodies to the king, like the human king.
Yep.
So he could do the crafting, and that's what Ukher asked her previously, was if that place was okay for dropping off the bodies.
Yep.
So she can dimension door across the lake to get there.
So we teleport there. Greater teleport there.
Okay. Lemio, by the time you get there, you realize that your control weather has worn off by this point. And there's a slight kind of sideways blowing blizzard in Valsensaga.
Okay. Hold on, Ukher. This will take about 10 minutes. And I'm casting control weather.
Ukher walks up to the king's court and just as far into the king's court as he can get is where he's dumping the dragon.
You kind of teleported in the square right outside the building, so you just dump the dragon body down.
Just gonna put it somewhere awkwardly near the door.
No. Lemio, make it look like it's angry and it's attacking the door.
Lemio is dancing around with his staff and controlling weather and making it peaceful weather once again.
Oh, I do have to say that I am putting one spell level in it at night, so I'll do that now, starting now.
Okay, so you're basically going to make...
I'm changing the weather here.
Yep.
And then I'll be doing it at Dvergholm and at Runeshold.
So he's using 2 teleports and a change weather per day. So controlling the weather in 3 locations.
Yeah, I have to rest. I have to rest after this one. So we'll teleport, then I'll rest, and then I'll be able to do it again.
Oh, we're here for an hour? Ukher...
Oh, no. We'll drop it and then go.
Okay.
Then I'll rest. Rest at Dvergholm.
Okay.
All right.
You guys are going to go speak to Lokrik at Dvergholm? Okay. Lokrik's there actually sitting on his throne.
It can be happening simultaneously. I don't see any...
Yeah, while Lemio and Ukher go to the actual... to the
Altagar, would you like to describe what you felt to the king?
It felt terrible. Very uncomfortable.
Lokrik is there. He's talking to a few of his officials as you guys are chatting as you're heading towards his hall. All the guards salute and nod to all of you. Some of them are looking at Midwick like they don't know who he is.
Mighty King Lokrik of the Dwarves, may we have audience?
Easy there, okay? He's a man of the people. You don't have to kiss his ass.
He is sitting on his throne today, though. It looks like he was meeting with somebody.
He's in ass-kiss mode.
On the contrary, kiss him away.
He bids you approach. He bids you approach, and then sends some official-looking folks away, like some administrator.
Altagar, would you like to regale the king with the story of our retrieval of the sky metal.
Yeah, so we killed another one of them linnorm things. I don't know why everyone's so scared of these things. They die real easy.
Lokrik keeps his disappointment from showing on his face, or at least tries.
All right.
His bluff is
Awesome.
yeah, but you got your own bard. There's a bard off.
There's a bard off.
He's only got a plus 27, 38.
Okay. 51.
He's disappointed. He was excited at the mention of sky metal, like his pupil dilated a little bit, and then he's so much disappointed that he's missing out.
The battle was quick and not worthy of your
Oh
grace,
yeah,
Your
like
Highness.
Ukher was so mad he didn't even get to swing at it. Like
Which
he was in there, boom, 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 dead. Like
It was the
blood in the water. It was
Fjordlinnorm, sir.
it was a slaughter, is what it was.
And where did you find such a creature?
Oh, in the water, the Crater Lake.
Great Lake. That's close. It might explain why any of our expeditions into those hills have always met in disaster.
It would explain this, sir.
Which means that the danger of that valley is clear?
Yeah.
We're not sure yet. See, we found something down there.
Yeah, it's
That's a
not a
car.
good thing. It's a thing we ought to leave in there. That's my opinion.
Wow, while we were trying to pick up the metal, he ran into something big.
Yeah, it's almost like an egg made out of this sky metal stuff. But when I tried to move it, I felt something, like a presence. It didn't want to be moved. That's all. It didn't like me touching it.
Something at the bottom of Crater Lake.
Yeah.
Yes, we believe it's connected to the sky metal, and we were hoping that you could use your
Knowledge.
kingly knowledge to look for the legend of the lore of this particular metal.
Okay,
Spell-
See if it's affiliated with a god or some other plane of
He
being.
holds out his
We know
hand.
that. Right, we'll hand him a hunk of sky metal. Actually, if he has to, if Donovan has to pick it up, he's going to telekinesis it over there.
Okay, he watches you cast your spell and
Yep.
just curious about what you guys can do. Lokrik will take off 250 gold pieces worth of spell components. Let's see if he carries that. He's got 75 gold pieces.
Does anybody have some money to loan me? Have you got a 50 on him?
No, he basically can't do it like sitting on his throne. He actually has to
Go and do a thing.
go and he goes to the cleric area. He talks to one of the priests. He agrees
The priest
to pay.
looks sad, clutches his spell component pouch, tears well up in his eyes. He hands it over slowly.
No. Lokrik, out of his own personal treasure, pays for the use of the spell components. He then, in the temple of the gods, where all the dwarven god statues are. This is the one where you guarded Altagar, and I believe you talked to one of the gods. Remember, you broke the wand on one of the god visages.
Yeah, we fixed
Yep.
We fixed that wand.
It only takes him 1d4 times 40 minutes, because you've got a piece of it. It takes him 10 minutes of burning some incense around the sky metal. His single eye goes wide. Interesting. He writes some things down, and I guess legend lore.
Just an FYI, guys, I do have a list of all the spells that are cast upon us. I think they shouldn't change because they're really awesome and helpful. Donovan, if you keep them the same, so it'll be really easy next time we go and do a fight.
Yep.
actually need... Oh. I caught an image of a night well before, long ago, even before the dwarves came to Vosgard, and humans were still trying to master metal. A young god at that time, of thunder and lightning, cast something down from the sky. He glances to Ukher. Oh, actually, Ukher's not here.
Ukher's ears are burning. I want the Thor egg!
A weapon to be used in the time of battle, in the final battles. On this world and the next. The world of men and the world of the gods.
Mailing's adamantine cousin.
You said it felt wrong.
Yeah.
Storms are unpredictable, and so is this god's strength. And deeds.
The biggest Charlie horse when he finds out.
I suspect that this thing is something that Thor put into the ground from the sky. And that this impact destroyed some fell evil in one swoop, inspiring men to rise to the height and eventually create Vonland because of its impact. They did collect medals from this place, these Vonlanders. But I don't think they ever knew. And then what our records show is that there was a creature that lived that we suspected in the crater lake, and it's one of the linnorms. How did you know that?
Oh,
Engaboda told us.
Lokrik looks angry at the mention of her name. Like, really angry?
yeah.
Donovan is going to roll a knowledge local Vosgard, and he'll take 20, and go, oh! Oh, there's a family, oh! Ooh. Ooh, yeah.
This creature has plagued the line of dwarves since they arrived here.
Yeah, why is it Ukher's afraid to have us near her?
Does Lokrik know that Ukher...
That Ukher did the dirty? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ukher and this Anger Bodki. Let us hope it is not Anger Boda.
Yes, let us hope. Donovan's not... His view on that is not as clear. He's agreeing with everybody. He doesn't necessarily agree with in the agreement.
Ukher and Anger Bodki are lovers.
Who's Angerboda?
Angerboda is the name of some divine thing.
Loki's
bride.
wife.
Ah,
Hell's mom.
so, not punchable. I get you.
That's why I said be very polite to her.
Lokrik seems almost embarrassed talking about this, Donovan. The rest of you can't crack his sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's not mentioning that, this person might have seduced various members of my family.
Yep. Ukher stealing my shine. That should be me in there.
This is important.
Yes. We should retrieve the sphere. Ukher was wearing a token of Thor and carrying an artifact related to the Odin summon.
Yeah, go ahead, finish your thought. Sorry.
I'm just confirming that he's a Thor worshipper.
Yes, he found Thor when we went to Volsund Saga for the first time.
So he should probably interact with the weapon? Or do we keep the weapon a secret?
It is a thing of the gods.
Speaking of which, in the event that this Angaboda and Angabadki, coincidence with the names being so similar? I don't know. Maybe we should not be doing her bidding anymore.
She did suggest rather not... Well, she knew that we talked to Heimdall.
Yeah? That's your point.
She knew that the battle is coming, and she is telling us information on how to reduce the number of villains in said battle.
Is she?
I would...
Do you want those dragons flying around? Imagine a couple of those things hitting the city. Destroy it.
Or would they just stay there and she's using the pots for something else?
I don't know.
What do you mean using the pots? The High King is using the pots.
Oh, whatever. I'm just saying I don't trust her.
There's more to it than what the High King wants, that's for certain. Ukher is a overgrown man-child. Please don't tell him I said that.
Around by you know what?
Sorry, what was that?
Ukher's being led around by you know what?
Well, there's worse ways of being led around. Let's all be honest.
Yeah, but when you can lift what he can do, or what he can lift and do what he can do, that's not what you want him thinking with.
Okay, Lokrik seems distracted with some sort of thoughts. Like he's listening to you, but his mind was wandering somewhere else.
Do you feel we should...
Destroying this linnorm so close to my borders, allowing the dwarves to go in, the dwarves and men access to the metals that are there, war sky metal, and an artifact belonging to Thor. A good amount of good has come out of this linnorm's death.
Oh, you know what they say about the road to hell, right?
He nods.
Well...
I would ask you this. Make sure you know what it is that will happen. The consequence of killing more of these linnorms. Killing Thar-Gloassa allowed an army of...
will get angry.
Killing Thar-Gloassa did allow an army of giants to march in and destroy the connection to Yggdrasil.
She said something about... I can't remember his name. A creature being angry when he arrives, and all his linnorms are dead.
Yes, the creator of all linnorms, the father of linnorms.
Right.
He would be disappointed. Well, he's coming, as are all...
So who's he gonna be mad at?
He's going to be mad at... him. He points to me. Donovan points to Midwick.
Bring him on.
So... It's an interesting question. Runeshot is going to be very, very busy in the near future.
I don't like that place. 20 bolts.
King Lokrik, I got a question. How come you don't have any cannons, protecting your castle?
It's not a weapon that is readily available.
He thinks.
You know what? Give me some time. I should be able to craft you some.
I can craft these.
Okay.
Can't I, Marty?
There's kind of a look of surprise on Ukher's face, or sorry, Lokrik's face.
Upgrade.
He nods, like you get a sense that you've said some magic words to the king. Like, yeah, I can divert some funds
Well,
towards
no,
that.
I can. This is part of the craft guns, correct? Or is it craft siege weapons that I need?
I'll have to look it up.
General feats. Let's see.
Look at cast legend lore on the
Siege.
fragment of Sky.
So, I think we probably should take this in. Think about it this way, or I propose a thought in this process. Gods see things from a different angle. They see much more of what is going on.
Of course they do.
We are small. We can look up, but we can't look down.
What are you talking about? He looks down at his feet. I'm looking down right now.
Right. And if you you put your head near the floor, and I will walk away, and then I will be very difficult to see because I will be far away from what you can see.
Actually,
Maybe this
Father,
metaphor
what do
sucks.
get
You know
easy
what? This
honest?
metaphor sucks.
What are you trying to say? Just say it.
We need to make the best decisions that we can with the information we have in front of us. If we start to look for wheels within wheels, gears within gears, paranoid sort of thoughts, then we simply grind ourselves to a halt without moving forward.
You can't just go accepting what everybody says, especially with this Anga Boda Bodki lady.
True. I think that we probably should have a friendly, distant chat with her.
No, I think it should be friendly and up close.
I think what he's trying to say is, up close or far, she's extremely dangerous, and it's not something you want as an enemy right now. Whatever the case.
So,
We don't need any more enemies right now.
do you trust Ukher?
I trust you.
I trust his intentions, not necessarily his
I trust-
decision making.
I trust
He does some
Altagar.
dumb stuff sometimes.
All right. So,
Says the lawful guy what the lawful guy thinks about the chaotic guy.
Right.
the Angaboda has created many powerful beings. The mother of many. Angabodki, if we assume, is of her archetype. Also, creator of many, many beings.
What's your point?
Would the heir of Ukher, and he's looking around the room going, the one who will die while we're all young, be of use?
Not if it's raised by that thing. If it's raised by that thing, we'll be lucky if it doesn't knock down the walls and kill us all.
Why didn't she kill the dwarves when over the centuries? She has plagued the dwarvish people since they've arrived.
She likes to play
More
with...
of a boogeyman than anything else. If I understand the tales right, looking to Lokrik.
She's a mother. As they say in Nalburn, it takes two to square dance.
Nabrin is dumb. he's like looking at old scars from where he got shot to crap. Like,
A square dance. Interesting. So,
It was Galeth that introduced dancing to to their court.
Yep. So, have you thought that far ahead? He's looking around with sort of honest kind of... He will die in a mere few decades.
Yeah, it's,
He will be old and, well, doesn't have the same longevity as the rest of us standing here.
Did Azildan fight with you? Says Lokrik.
We were underwater.
Azildan is taking a moment.
No, he actually suggested we kill her.
Which, in his current state, would make me suggest doing the opposite, just as a sort of instinctual reaction.
I will send an expedition up to the Crater Lake, regardless of what we decide to do with the thing down there. To collect more of this, I would leave it to the heroes to decide what to do with something of Thor.
Who gets to tell Ukher that there's a Thor thing that he's not allowed to touch? He doesn't seem like the not touchy kind.
I know he's just gonna take it anyway once he finds out.
If anybody asks my opinion, I think we should use it. A weapon.
Listen, new guy,
designed.
no one did.
A weapon. You asked me. The white wizard did by bringing me here.
Yeah, do you have one of these? One of these? I got mine just recently. You gotta wait for your turn. So
Oh, right, it was in this
what do
temple that you
think?
got your token. That's right.
Yeah.
He pulls his token like,
Altagar takes it from you. You can have this when you're ready.
I had to do 3 months before they gave me a token. You got 3 months before you get your token.
And then he doesn't understand what you're saying.
A weapon to use for war.
you actually took his token? He puts his hand out.
If you pulled it out, yeah, you took it
He
from me for a second.
puts his hand out like,
That's right. There's some good quiet. All right, and he drops it on your in your hand. Now, you know your place, new guy.
You
Just
say-
turns to
you
Donovan.
say-
What do you think?
He said
This guy doesn't like guns, but does like people who talk to gods. He's simply his god. I think that
We could always let Ukher know that his god may not like what he's become.
Yeah, but is that the truth, though?
what is the wolf? There's been a few mentions of it.
Oh, he's a terrible, terrible werewolf thing. I mean, you pretty much got it under control now, but apparently it was pretty bad before, and he kind of looks to Lemmy and Lokrik because they saw the worst of it.
Yeah, Lokrik tells you the story. You can go back and watch past episodes if you want to. If you want to learn about how Ukher became a werewolf. It's a mythic werewolf. The story of what's his name?
G? No, Grlanthir.
Grolf.
Yeah,
That's it.
who hunted Skolsdottir
Skolsdottir.
and then eventually bit by Skolsdottir and then basically spent the rest of his life living in this cave, guarding the skeletal body of Skolsdottir that every month gave birth to puppies, to puppy wolves, and killing and eating those puppy wolves until you guys came along and killed him and took the skeleton away.
Started Ragnarok.
The skeleton that was then seized by Azildan when he went to Acropolis. And then you'd have to talk to Azildan to find out exactly what happened, but you suspect now Acropolis is in the hands of Shimernax.
Shimernax, yeah.
And whatever they did to the body Skolsdatir is now on the North Pole eating Northern Lights.
Yeah. So. Oh! Oops. So this is a very interesting question. So he's a very large man-child with extreme levels of power, and his soul is in a tug-of-war between that of Thor and that of, well, Loki through
Loki's
his
family.
whole-
Yeah.
Through
So, as I
Loki.
suggest, let him have Thor's weapon. Strengthen that connection.
Do we know? I can't remember. I know if we bring him to home, there's some kind of struggle between the bear and the wolf, and we can cure him of his.
He's.
curse.
I will say that Ukher's mentioned it a few times. but
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
said that right after the thing. It was, I need to go. I need to go defeat the bear.
He says he's from the bear people as well as the wolf people, and he wants to go home because he thinks that there are spirits there that can help him.
He can win.
Maybe we ought to bring him home so that he can do the bear wolf fight thing.
Yeah, we should, well, I guess.
Unfortunately, I know very little of this place where Ukher comes from. Strange culture by the looks of it.
I imagine there's a lot of lifting going on.
Everything is. The spoons are going to be huge.
Midwick, give me an int check.
Just a straight in check.
Yep. Actually, no. Give me a gunsmithing check. You can turn.
Okay.
You could turn that roll into your
So
gunsmithing.
gunsmithing.
Yep.
So plus 14.
28.
My gunsmithing is 24. So
Oh.
30, 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a rumor, like something. There's like a bit of like lore in the gunsmithing, black powder making community within the Empire that initially the Imperium. Now, this is something that the Imperium denounces. But because you're kind of like a captured race, you might still hold on to these contradictory ideas to what the propaganda of the Imperium is about. That
We'll
they
live
may have
for a lucky
initially
long time.
that they may have initially got their gunpowder weapons like really early on from a world that is starting to sound suspiciously similar to where Ukher might be from.
The Empire might be... Oh, sorry. The Empire might be connected to this world. If the rumors were correct.
All right.
Then the Empire got their gunpowder from them.
So
Did the Empire get to this world through the Song Gate?
As far as I know, they only travel through song gates.
Is there any other way to travel?
Yggdrasil spells. For common folk, it would be Yggdrasil in the gates.
Does
Ukher even want to get rid of this thing?
probably would need to ask him. As I would suspect he, as a free spirit, doesn't like being, what were you calling it? His hole? He probably doesn't like the idea of the hole. He also didn't want the protective token.
It is very unfettered.
Well, my vote is let him decide on his own. If his soul is in a fight, give him something that's on the good side. Thor versus Loki. That's what it looks like. Give him Thor's weapon. I'd rather have Thor fighting with us than Loki. By the way, who's Loki and who's Thor again?
Big guy with a hammer and sort of a sneaky guy from the shadows.
Alright, and Thor's the good guy.
In most stories, yes.
Alright then.
See?
As much as we don't trust Angerbod, she does have a point. If all things are converging here to my kingdom for a final battle, taking pieces off the board, or even gathering pieces for our side, is something that we should consider doing. He's looking to Altagar. Which side are the giants on?
Well, at this point, they're not coming here.
But which side are they on?
Yeah, everyone is coming here. Sorry. The planes are coming. The giants are coming.
The giants can't get here anymore. They cut off their own access.
Oh, they find a way.
Which side are they on, Altagar?
They're on their own side.
Okay. Lokrik's now lighting his pipe. He's thinking.
But if they were on our side,
Loki is actually giant kin, or at least part giant. Yet there are gods that have joined the Asgards, like Skadi, who are friendly to men and dwarves. I would sure like to meet this King Hekaton. You told him about your experience, or not?
Yeah.
I would sure like to meet this King Hekaton.
Yeah, so would I.
You get what Ukher is insinuating. Like, and Adam actually just said it. Like, if the giants were on our side,
that'd be a big help, yeah.
that would fucking be awesome. There are also a lot of dwarves out there. I've been doing some research on my own, and the dwarves that came to Vosgard are but a small fraction of the dwarves that are out in the plains. If we would have a symbol, a thing, there are still things on Crucible that could help us.
Does Lemmy and Ukher come back now?
Sure.
Do they?
Sure, yeah. They after casting the spell, it's been a while. They're now striding. You're told, like,
Hey, Lokrik!
Ukher and Lemmy are striding into the...
Ukr's grabbed a barrel from the bar on the way through.
I assume it's winter here as well? Starting to, wintry?
Yeah, it's been snow. It's the weather looks like it's... Winter is trying to do combat with spring.
I'll just take a rest and take care of the weather up there.
So what is, did you do the...
Very much obliged, High Druid of Dvergholm. Is what Lokrik says.
Not a problem.
That staff is being put to good use.
Did you look at the rock?
He nods, and then he nods, but he's carrying on a conversation about the staff. Ahmed, you know that Lemmy can now recharge the staff, right?
Yeah, so nightly, I can only put 1 point into it.
Correct.
Nightly, right?
But over the 15 days of training,
I could have been. Yeah, I know, but actually no, I couldn't.
After the 15 days.
After the 15th day.
Oh, correct.
Hey, Ukher.
So
How
2
about
points.
we get rid of that bloodthirsty animal inside of you, and then Lokrik here will tell you where you can find an artifact of Thor.
Very subtle.
Come again?
We'll get rid of that Ukher Ulf thing. We'll get you home. Get rid of that Ukher Ulf thing. Bring you back, and then we'll set you up with an artifact of Thor. How does that sound?
Are you being truthful?
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea. I will fight with bear.
All right, we're fighting with bears. All right, there we go. We're fighting with bears. And friggin' werewolves.
Before I head out for a rest, Lokrik and Ukher and fellas, I suggest that after we fight these dragons, we go to Yeg and make our way to Crucible. Think about that. Let me know what you think. Lemmy's...
Where is Thor thing?
Nuh-uh. First, we fight the bear, alright? First we're fighting bears, then we're getting artifacts. It'll be great.
Roll a sense motive versus Altagar.
This is like the blind leading the dumb. It's just...
Midwick just looks at Ukher.
It's in the lake.
Does he ruin it? Yeah.
It's in the lake.
Midwick's getting punched.
Well, first the sense motive, but yeah,
First the sense
there
motive.
might be a beating.
Ukher gets a 6.
Yeah, you don't know why Altagar is doing what he's doing.
He's looking at him like, are they really that stupid?
Okay, Midwick says it's in the lake.
It's in the
Altagar
lake.
beats him unconscious.
Enough, says Lokrik. It's basically he's incapacitated. Slap, slap, slap! Throws him against the ground.
Then he takes his toy, his thing. 3 months! And he holds onto it.
I'm assuming you let Altagar, like, are we rolling initiative for this, or is this...
No. He's like putting his hands up like, hey.
Easy.
Altagar knocked you out. He just, duck! Gave you a good shake and threw you to the ground. This is a temple, says Lokrik, as he...
Which lake?
Dwarf things. I offer you this sacrifice. And he just drops Midwick from like 10 feet up.
Lokrik actually looks around at the statues to make sure that they understand it's a joke.
We're only joking, fellas. He's got his dander up.
Relax. They got a sense of humor.
Most of them.
And besides, I was only kind of kidding about it being a sacrifice.
Okay. You notice that both of Midwick's guns disappear.
Well, that's weird.
Perception check.
Yep. And I'm going to decide beside which god do they reappear.
Well, you didn't have a god on your sheet that was worth beans before.
Sorry, Ahmed. I didn't know that would happen.
In this temple where people look at me and give me stuff and they move around.
Does anybody wake up Midwick?
Wait a second. Well, no, we're not going to wake you up until we find your guns.
I don't want to wake him up till I find him. Come on. Have you seen what he can do?
You see what he does with them things?
You still got bombs. I don't wanna...
So 28 and 20 something. Which god took Midwick's?
Altogether about 26.
Hopefully it's one of the ones that has a nice afterlife, so when Midwick gets there and he's like, why am I with dwarves? We're like, I don't know.
What alignment are you in, Midwick?
Neutral.
Could be anything.
Welcome to hell.
It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, neutral good. No, neutral. It's not neutral good.
We had a discussion about that before.
Yeah. You're a little too okay with what's going on.
Donovan, you know how to get to Gazrija? Not. We might have an idea on that, Ukher, but we're looking for the guns right now.
Okay.
Because it's going to be mighty awkward. there might be some splaining to do.
There might be some explosions.
Give me a D14.
Ahmed? Or Mark?
Actually,
that's Mark.
Yeah, we'll give Mark a roll. Yep.
All right. 4.
Fairy god of no more guns.
It's the god of sticks.
Crossbow god who's just pissed for...
Okay, and then another one.
D14.
Yep.
Right.
We'll ignore 4s.
10.
All right, so one of his pistols appears at the foot of the statue of Marthamer Duin, who is the neutral good god of guides, explorers, expatriates, travelers, and lightning.
Okie doke.
That was the god. That was the gun called Lightning,
Yep.
because they're called Thunder and Lightning are the names of his pistols.
And the other one appeared in the empty space. And you know that the depiction of what's in the empty space, I'll have to go to Divergehome. I think it's worth looking at what it is, so I'm going to switch to the Divergehome map.
The gods are Rochambeauing for Midwick. But Mark just wished for nothing.
No!
This ulti Susan.
For the record, I have never had a character wish for nothing. To our viewers, never. Though I have been in a campaign where someone did that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
The correct phraseology is I would not like to make a wish right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
Otherwise, you end up with spheres of annihilation. Chasing you around the room.
There's the Undercity, and there's the temple where you guys are pretending to give sacrifices to people as jokes. In a place where gods are real and things have appeared out of nowhere. Ukher is not there.
I have some concerns about how you phrased that. You phrased that in plurality, like many people did this, when it was much more of a singular. Or Donovan's really worried about sleeping.
You know, they say elves don't sleep. I can fix that.
Isn't it mind over matter?
Okay. It appears in the empty alcove with the walls studded with jet. And what is your second knowledge religion?
The second knowledge religion is... 40.
Okay.
Donovan.
Well, it makes sense that they don't have a statue to her. You're still not sure why they even bother. Maybe because she's still part of the pantheon. This is Deep Dwera. She represents conquest, expansion, and mind magic. She is a lawful evil woman who was exiled by Moradin.
She's the Druger god?
Dwargar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has little compassion for anyone. Is the prime deity of Grey Dwarves, or Durgar.
We should paint half of Midwick gray.
We sold your soul to
The
a
myth
evil
suggests
god.
that Ludiger, which is the god that's directly across from her alcove, is her father.
Okay.
And give me a knowledge religion to understand what you've just done.
I don't have that.
30 and a 31 from Ukher and Donovan, respectively.
You've just gifted these gods the knowledge of how to make these guns.
Huh.
They accepted. They accepted your offering.
Now, I don't want to sound like a...
So you find the guns. Like, you're like, where did they go? And you're like, it's over there, and there's one over here.
Altagar doesn't know any better, so he just grabs them.
Okay, you grab them. They're kind of cool to the touch, and you go and put them back beside a knocked out
That
Midwick.
was weird.
Right, we're going to put some healing into Midwick.
Okay.
Yeah, for the record, non-lethal.
Bard healing. I've got lots of Bard spells. Midwick, I hope this doesn't hurt you with your zombie thing. Mummy thing.
You actually hit me. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, who touched my guns?
Yeah, they're in the wrong holsters when you wake up.
He pulls them out real quick and checks them.
Okay. They're missing the
Fucking-
bullets.
Where are my bullets?
What are bullets?
I
He
believe
loads them really fast. Shh.
Lokrik is kneeling before the altar and praying at this point.
Mr. Sprockets, might I try to focus your current thought processes towards a task?
Guns are drawn.
That is a task.
Where are my bullets? Someone better explain what the fuck happened.
The technology that you use to create those weapons.
Speak, boy.
Did you call me boy?
You look like a boy. Speak faster.
The
Are you
technology
sure
is
it
it
looks
secret?
more like a androgenius? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I am a genius. That I concur. I suppose you could way of saying I'm somewhat effeminate.
Click.
Where are my goddamn bullets? And who touched my guns?
The gods did.
Why the fuck would they do that?
They thought they had permission.
Explain.
We are in a holy temple to the dwarvish pantheon of gods, and a couple of them have, well, accepted the technology as a gift.
I didn't offer them anything. Why the fuck would they take it from me?
If we're being clear, you were defeated, and amongst the customs here, you then became the property of someone who does bend knee to dwarvish gods.
He points a gun at one of the statues.
Which one?
Well,
And the other one,
Don't be shooting those in here.
he looks really pissed off. Puts his guns, starts walking out.
You touch me again, big boy, and I'll kill you.
He just walks out the room.
Sense motive?
No, he's serious.
No, okay, could roll
yeah,
shitty.
you just sense motive to the...
34, okay, he knows you mean it.
so,
no, I mean it.
yeah. So, he's actually quite a reasonable little fellow. I mean, for violent people, he's quite reasonable.
Lokrik gets up
Yeah, I don't know about that.
from his praying. I think everyone should leave the temple now. Let us do our planning elsewhere.
We'll see if the dwarves get their guns now. Ask your gods for them.
Don't worry, the Druga have them. There's no way that could go wrong.
The
I
Druid
need a-
god of
I-
conquest has them.
I need a few minutes. Be back.
Yeah, it's 11. That means the poopening.
give him a century or so, and they'll have their little empire.
After Lemmy's hour,
No,
he's
no,
doing
no. It's guns and psionics.
after Lemmy's hour, he's doing control weather and put a charge in the staff, and he's going to do a few sendings. I need to do a few sendings.
Right. Question.
Lokrik is making you guys leave the temple.
Yeah, we leave the temple. Does Donovan have enough information to send to Anger Bodki?
You have interacted indirectly in a conversation, so you've technically met her. It's like is a phone call meeting. That's funny. Let me read this the actual line of the spell.
It says someone you are familiar with.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have enough of a description, and you've actually interacted with, so yeah, you can send a sending to Banger, Bucky, Boda.
Okay.
Thing.
So
You're going to Twin Barrel Hall. The king clears Twin Barrel Hall, and the party is sitting in the
yeah,
appropriate
we're
place
not
to
allowed
drink.
in church anymore. So Donovan is sending to Anger Bodki.
Privately or with the party?
Privately. Like, he's not telling Ukher.
Okay.
And if he doesn't want Ukher to know, he can't tell the people who can't lie for beans. So
So Donovan
that's true.
and Midwick have been given quarters here, so Donovan makes an excuse
It's like trying to sneak with the rest of the party. It doesn't work.
to wander off into his quarters. Sure, leaving the party to drink and think about things. I guess Midwick's off pouting in his quarters as well.
well, your one job was to protect this technology. Day 2. 2 gods with wildly different alignments have the technology.
Punchy guy ruins everything.
But now Ukher knows, and also like there was a bunch of like big secrets that were spoiled there. The thing that Altagar was trying to do was totally ruined by
you fucked over Altagar's thing. So in the lake, so it's the big sphere thing, yeah.
To whom is he speaking?
Ukher,
Altagar.
Lemmy, Lokrik, Altagar are in the tavern. Trafalgar's there, but he seems to be good at.
You go after that thing without getting rid of that wolf thing, and I will beat the crap out of you.
You know we don't know how that turns out, right?
Oh, I know how it turns out.
You know, I'm going to... There is a very powerful laxative that I might start putting in some of my extract. It will be hilarious.
There is a valid concern that we have that you're being pulled two directions, one towards Thor and the other towards Loki's family. I have to side with Altagar on this one. We need to make sure that you, all of you, is on our side in this battle. The two lawful goods see eye to eye and look at the chaotic neutral guy going, no, we're not accepting, this is unacceptable risk.
Yes.
Risk mitigation plan,
Yes.
in effect.
Yes.
So... okay. I want to go fight bear on mountain. You
All
know
right
this.
then. That
You
sounds
already
good.
knew this.
Yes.
I said this before.
I'm just saying, let's do this first. That's all.
So it is what I want anyway. So there. You can't tell me what to do. I already wanted to do it before you said it.
Well, I guess you win then, don't you?
I like Donovan's psychoanalysis of Ukher, the big man child.